finna give your ass the game, man. You know I break it down. Come on, man, you know it's Bain.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Big Bain, and thank you guys got another week, another opportunity for us to make some money in the Forex market. So let's get right to it, all right? Boom, over on the dollar. So let's just look at it from a higher time frame real quick, and you guys will see that the dollar is falling, all right? So we got the nice rise up, and I mentioned this last week, but we started to get the drop, and now dollar is going to head down. Now we are at a support level where we could start rejecting like we started doing, and we can rise, all right? So that is a possibility, all right? But as it stands right now, the dollar is still very bearish, and I expect it to at least fall back down to support potentially here before it does some sort of pullback and maybe continue falling, or it might reverse from either one of these support levels. So, we got to be mindful of that because some things that the dollar is correlated to looks like it wants to go down, like the indices for one, right? So typically when the indices go down, usually the dollar's going up, but that may not be the case, right? We may we haven't had this in a while, but we may have a situation where the dollar is falling and so are the indices, all right? Meaning they're not doing what their, correlation is supposed to be doing, the opposite of each other. They're doing the same exact thing. So that is a possibility. So just, watch out for that. But bearish on the dollar. All right. Moving over to our dollar. So if dollar's falling, our dollar should be rising. All right. So we got nice uptrend market structure. Looks like, walking up the stairs. Right. And I expect the R dollar to continue rising bullish on the R dollar. Over to euro dollar. Same exact thing. All right. If you guys look at it, we're on the 5 hours. So let's try the daily. All right, you guys can see had a nice move down, right? And then as we got to this low, we got pretty much an inverted head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We broke the neckline, we pulled back, and then we took off exactly what this is supposed to do, right? This is a bullish reversal chart pattern, and we started rising, right? So we bought this morning on my live, right? On my YouTube channel, right? We bought it. And we were in profit, right? You see the wicket pushed up, but throughout the day, it just kind of settled down a little bit. But at the same token, when we look at it here on the 2 hour, it's still very, very bullish in the market structure. So I expect, once we get to next week, that it's just going to continue rising. All right. So bullish on euro dollar. You already know, bullish on pound dollar, same exact thing as odd in euro dollar. All right. Bullish on New Zealand dollar, same exact thing, right? Aiming for the resistance area, and we left in profit this week. All right, over to dollar CAD. So again, dollar is looking bearish, but again, it's near support as well. So on the dollar CAD, we're still, all of this is still mainly consolidation, nothing really going too up, too down, or what have you. It's all staying within this range. So we're still kind of consolidating on dollar CAD, and I'm just gonna, sit it out until there's some kind of official breakout. So you guys can't really see it on the 2 hour, but if we go to the daily, all right, now you guys see it, right? Look at the difference. Big move up. All of this is consolidation. All right. So typically, I'll have something like this to identify it. But what you guys need to understand is that there's no real trade opportunity in this consolidation, right? So I'm looking for price to break out of it to the downside if it's going to reverse, right? From going up to going down, right? Or potentially break above and have it, it'll be a continuation to the upside at that point. But I think we're going to get the fall, but I would just love to see price get below support, break it, and then from there, I'll be looking to sell the dollar CAD. All right. But right now, neutral on dollar CAD. Over to dollar CHF. And again, it looks exactly like the dollar, right? It was nice. Had a nice rise up. We did a nice pullback, right? So all of this looks like a downtrend on the lower time frame, which it is. But here on the higher time frame, it just looks like a pullback to the overall uptrend. So the dollar could very much rise going into next week, even though I'm bearish on it. So I just want you guys to pay attention to that, because again, these are the, situations where you got to know how to exercise patience, right, and letting the chart play out and show you what it's going to do, right? So you can see how it's getting equal lows right here. It's not getting below this low. So there is possibility for us to start rising on the dollar. So we got to be careful. All right. Over to dollar JPY, and it's the same exact thing, right? It's making these equal lows right here, but a lot of noise, right? So don't really know exactly what it's going to do. And because of that, you know, I'll typically leave it alone, right? It's just something you'll learn, you know, over time, is that if you can't read it well, or you can't, you know, pretty much determine the likelihood of it going one way or another, then you probably just need to leave it alone, right? And go to something that looks more crystal clear. That way, you know, you can really take advantage. All right. So neutral on dollar JPY. All right, pound odd. All right, so we've respected the support area. You can see we're coming down, but now we're pushing up. So I'm bullish. I do expect some sort of deep pullback, and then we'll take off to the upside. Bullish on the pound odd. All right, pound CAD. All right, and right when we broke structure, we had a nice run up, a nice retest, and then kaboom. So this did really well at the end of the week, right? They say, hey, no trades on Friday. Guess what? They lied. All right, somebody was wrong. All right, this went, let's see how many pips. 130 pips in 2 hours. All right, guys, ridiculous. Standard lot, you made $1,000 in 2 hours on pound CAD on a Friday at 9 a.m. All right, but bullish on pound CAD. Again, we may get the drop first, so we, you know, bearish initially, but then overall it's still an uptrend market structure. So, you know, watch out for the pullback before you go to buy it. Do not buy high, right? That's not what we do. We buy low, we sell high. So here's a good opportunity to potentially catch the pullback on down to, you know, the area that we broke. But, you know, just be careful and let the chart show its hand first. All right. Pound CHF did the same exact thing, took off at the end, but you see the body of the candles getting smaller and smaller. So we're losing momentum, and we're in this huge fair value gap. There's supply up here. So who knows? We may continue going up before we come down, but just know that price is going up pretty far, you know, all the way from this move straight up. So chances of buying it this high doesn't look too appetizing. All right. Not that it can't still rise, but typically it's just not what we do. All right. So with this kind of high, we want to at least sell it, knowing that it wants to come back and retest the area that it broke, possibly this demand area down here before going back up. All right. So that's pound CHF bullish. All right. Pound JPY. It's just getting ready to break above resistance. So just like its brothers and sisters that have all been going up, it did the same thing, and it could potentially keep rising up. But we need to see a lot more to happen before we get into the buy on pound JPY. I would rather sell it, again, trying to get the retest or the pullback all the way to the demand zone before it rises again. All right. So overall bullish, but I see, you know, an opportunity to catch a sell on GJ. All right, over to pound New Zealand, and all the pounds are not getting down, they're getting up. All right, so again, nice fall, consolidation, break above the high. Now that tells us price wants to continue rising, so we'll most likely again get our pullback, and then we'll rise. So bullish on pound New Zealand. All right, crude oil, all right, coming down in a nice, you know, downtrend market structure, but now we got these equal lows at this previous demand level. Last time we were here, price shot up. We're here again, guys. I'm expecting price to shoot up, even though there's been a lot of talks about oil. We're going to drill more oil and what have you. So there's going to be more supply. And when there's more supply, right, things are cheaper, right? So oil most likely will continue falling, but I will be looking for it to break above this high. And if it does, then I'll be looking to buy oil. But for now, oil is still bearish. So I'm going to go with bearish for now. Just probably get into this demand zone, and maybe from there we'll rise. But overall bearish on oil. All right. Over to silver, and I'm bearish on that. All right. So again, these are the kind of things that kind of make me feel like the dollar's going to rise. Right. That's what happens with silver. It typically falls when the dollar rises, but you guys can see what's going on. Bearish on silver. All right, gold. I sold gold this morning in my live. So if you were a part of that this morning, you made, let's see how much. All right, we got in at 27.80. Price is at 27.70. That is 100 pips. That's a $10 move on gold, and that's 100 pips. We sold it that morning, and then the rest of the day it went 100 pips. Congratulations. All right, and again, thank you for rocking with your boy. All right, I'll get you paid. All right, and you'll really understand what you're doing. All right, so gold still bearish. I think we're going to take that huge drop, and there's plenty of more money to be made on gold, guys. Don't sleep. All right, bearish on gold. I'm sorry, not gas. All right, so here on gas, you guys can see that we're at a support level, and again, we're just kind of respecting it so we could begin to rise, but we got to be careful because the dollar is still mixed, right? It looks more bearish, which will cause gas to rise, but if it happens to turn out bullish, right, then gas can fall. So we just gotta give it a little time to develop, but right now it does look good for a buy, so I'm gonna say bullish on gas. All right, over to SPY, and you can see that we SPY is always getting high, right? Just keeps climbing. But when we go down to the lower time frame, what we can see now is SPY is getting ready to potentially drop. We got a double top, we broke the neckline, and now we're falling, guys. So it looks really good for a sell, right? I'm not gonna lie. It really looks like it's gonna take a nice drop, at least to here. But if it gets down to here, we're talking a nice move on SPY, guys, and great opportunity right where we are. There is a fair value gap right here, right? And obviously supply is at this high, but overall, I mean, if you can get in off the pullback, that's great. But if you get in right now and just have your stop above this high, you'll probably be okay. All right, but getting all the way down for that sell is a really good trade. Bearish on SPY. All right, look at NAS. All right, shout out to my girl Nikki. She always kills NAS. All right, guys, and again, here is the trend line break. I'll put it for visuals. All right, some of you see it, some of you don't. Right, kaboom. Right, well, there it is. We broke the trend line. We got a double top, triple if you want to include this, right? And we got that break. So now if we could just break support, guys, it's over with. All right, it will tank, and NAS does numbers. All right, so even from right where we are, if we just get down to this level of support, that's 355 points. All right, guys, but so much more on the table right here. 758 right here, 1,000. All right, so again, this is where it begins. Opportunities there, guys. Don't miss out. This is where you make big money, big money. All right, when the plays are set up and they're ready to go. So bearish on NAS. Last but not least, US 30. And again, it gave us a triple top right here. You guys can't see it because it's 2 hour. But if I hop down to the 15-minute and we take a look at that. 1, 2, 3. Broke the neckline, and I'll illustrate that right there. Broke that low, right? Gave us a change of character, and look, we retested right to the area that we broke 1, 2, 3 times and dropped again. And so we keep breaking structure to the downside. So now, guys, it's a party. All right, look for your supply areas, okay, and pretty much we expect price to retrace into that and then continue falling down. All right, so we get move from here down to this low, guys. That's 231 points on US 30, but we all know US 30 does big numbers. All right, just want to let you guys know that again, there's opportunity here, great opportunity to sell the indices and make a ton of money. All right, this is the pair that if you can get a standard lot, guys, you can kiss your worries goodbye. All right, just what it is. But that's it, guys. Some nice opportunities. Let me know which ones you guys like. Throw it in the comments, and tell me if there's any other pair that looks good that you're taking a look at, and let's talk about it. All right, but if you want to learn how to get down, y'all know where to go. Forexwithbain.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And in the meantime, in between time, y'all know what it is. It's your boy. Peace.
Want to get money? Want to get paid? Master Forex, like a sensei? Then you know you got to come and swing my way. And if you want to fast forward, hit replay.